What up, everyone? Eric here, back at it again. Traveling Trading. We're on 30 days, 30 trades, and we are on day number 4. And what a day it was. All right. We're going to get into reviewing these trades here today. And I say trades because 2 was taken today. Again, normally been trying to do just 1 a day for you guys, but today was one of the good days where it was okay for me to do 2. And we'll go into the details of why that was in a second. Okay. But yeah, you guys know the routine. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above. Get this out to as many people as you can, especially those of you who think they want to be traders, so they can actually see how this boring lifestyle really is, right? But yeah, let's kind of go and get into it. I just realized here that on the 30 days, 30 trades videos that we've done previously, I didn't really cap the rules for you guys that I was trying to do with this thing here. Well, essentially, what we're doing, we're trying to do at least 1 trade a day for the next 30 days. Or we'll do 30 trades in a row and then call it if it's done before the day. It's like, for example, today we've done 2 trades. So we'll probably end up ending the trade shorter than what we normally would. But the idea is to kind of get you guys in a habit that you don't need to be trading every single stock every single day. You got to let your stuff compound. Okay. And I'm just basically showing you guys how this is, being done on a real professional standpoint. Um, Today was a good day. We made about 15.95 in profit a day between 2 trades, TARA and RKDA. So we're gonna get into recapping that real quickly here and keep it moving, stay green. Now today I say was a pretty good day because one, the trades played out perfectly. I was nervous for a little bit. I thought we was gonna have our first red day, or at least first red trade, but we're still green. We're going strong, 5 for 5, and here's how that played out. Okay, as you can see, excuse me. I got some water around here. Came into the market, early in the morning, as usual, and hit the ground running. Okay, so pretty much, let me see if I can pull this up here. But the reason what you're seeing on this chart here, guys, is just some of the trades that I was looking at today. Again, this is mostly pre-market. I know I missed some afternoon hours, movement and some power hour moves, but I wasn't in the market that long today. I only got in a couple hours. Mostly was done during pre-market, which again was good because, you know, if I'd have stayed any longer, I probably got re-kicked and would have lost my money that I made. But it didn't work out that way. So basically, RKDA and TARA were the trades that I took today. I also posted me doing it live, like being in the pre-market trade, showing you guys like, hey, I'm in this, symbol. These were the 2 I'm looking at. Here's me in the trade at one point in time. Is live. It's showing you guys, and it's showing, hey, here's me again, and at another point in time. And I'm gonna just kind of go over the 2 and the differences between those 2 for you guys, okay? So you can get the thought process behind this. But guys, if you're following me with this, if you're learning or there's questions you guys have, put them in the comments below so I can get to them for you, okay? It's the easiest way to get me notified to know what's going on. But yeah, let's first start with TARA, because that was the first trade I took, right? So we got this one around what, 4:17 a.m. They had some news here with positive results with like phase 2 trial, normal medical type movement, right? So around this time frame right here, mind you guys, I didn't come into the market till like a little bit what, after 5, so it was already on my radar, obviously from the alerts. So pretty easy find. That's the good thing about having alerts, right? I don't have to go through too much scanning or searching or researching, et cetera, into a stock because it's all right there. It's all right there for me. I know if it has some good news, I can, use it. If not, then keep it moving, right? So yeah, good thing about that. But pretty much here, got the alert, waited for it, and then it broke loose. So with this trade here with Tower, the reason why it was easy to, stay into it is because one, pre-market again doesn't have a lot of volume. So if the support is holding for this long of a period between, different moving averages, convergence divergence, or squeeze pro movements, whatever isolator you're using, it's a good chance that the stock is pretty much either flatline or bottomed out, or it's pretty much holding a good level of support there for you guys. So that's another good thing to kind of know there. And you guys know me and my trading strategy, momentum trading. I'm just gonna trade the ins and outs, get in and out, and do what I need to do and move on, right? So pretty much around the 5 o'clock time frame, it does this little dip with the other um, brokers opening, orders getting filled, etc. But it's still held out throughout there. I believe I got in this stock here at about $5.42. So it was a little bit of right after this pop here when I got into it. Because I figured I was gonna just ride that momentum up to how far it can go. And yes, it started to pull back a little bit, which is fine. It didn't break even my entry point, so why would I even panic sell when it's pre-market? It's not gonna move as fast as it should. So I held it, and then boom, what do you know? We got a bigger move up. And then pretty much around like the $7.28 range is where it all the way went to, which I believe was on this second right here. And yes, I did miss out on the big meat of the move. Boo hoo. So what? Sue me, guys. That's not the point. A lot of you guys will get into the habit of, oh, I should have stayed in. I only got a 29% gain from this trade here. This was like the what, 795 trade I got, $795 profit I got on this, and that was just from this little bit of movement here. There was plenty of more that I, of course, missed out on, which again is fine because by the time we got to here, I didn't want to push my luck. I was up $700. I was okay with that, and I was okay to move on, which was fine. Yeah, I missed out on a lot, but I was already in RKD at this time too, so there was no point. But as you can see, what I'm trying to hone in on here for you guys is that if there's a lot of support that's being held throughout pre-market, especially after the time that other brokers open, which is around that 5 o'clock clock frame, when you get that flashing of orders being filled, and it still starts to steady lean out. I mean, there's no reason why I wouldn't want to get in this trade at this point because we still got like a whole another hour before opening bell, and a lot of movement and orders are getting executed here to kind of help, you know, do what it needs to does for the market makers. So, anyways, got in there, let it pop, let it rock, and took my profits and went on about my business. Don't be salty that you missed out on the big bunch of move, guys. We always got more trades coming, okay? It's revolutions in this thing. It never stops. Like I posted in the Facebook group, you guys are always trying to change the way you trade based on your last trade, and you shouldn't do that. You don't change the way you ride a bike just because you fall off. You get back on and you pedal again. That's the whole purpose of that whole comment was there for, so you guys can understand that process. Okay? So that was pretty much TARA. Let's go into RKDA. Now this trade, guys, whew, boy, this bad boy here, this one gave me high blood pressure. But when you've been in this market long enough, to stick with it. You either let the trade play out or, you know, you give in and move on. Whoa, what did I do? Sorry. Bring that down. Did I just ruin the chart? I sure did. Let me pull it back up here. Let me try to refresh it, see if it reloads. Yeah, RKDA. Okay, clear this out. So let's get back to it. So pretty much, and as you've seen in the live video, I showed you guys that both of them were both curling up at the same time, right? Or pretty much making bullish moves at the same time. It's really difficult for me personally as a trader to be trading two stocks at once. It can be done. I've done it before, but I much rather would not to. I like to focus on one at a time. Okay. And at the same time, when both of these are popping up in pre-market, I didn't want to deal with both of them. Now, you can understand the reason why I was sweating with this one was for a few reasons. One, it wasn't initially going the way that I wanted it to go, which again was kind of expected. Like I said, I was anticipating I was going to have to cut my loss and moved on, but I didn't have a reason to exit the trade, but I also didn't have any conviction that it was coming back. But again, that's fine. Again, stick to the plan, stick to the rules, and it works out. You just got to know what your rules are and how to work within them. So I got in this trade at $8.55, guys, which is like peak peak time. So let me pull it up here. 8:55. It's right around here. As you can see, if you just, just kind of keep this going, right? Didn't have much opportunity to profit. So this is initially going to tell you where did I take my profits at right here. Now imagine I'm in the red the whole time for here, guys. From here on out, this whole time frame. This is why I was kind of nervous, but I had to stick to holding. I could There was no way for me to stick to my rule and exit pre-market. The only reason why I would exit pre-market is if I was in the green, because that's the little caveat to that rule. When the bell opens up, it's gonna usually drop out. So I take my profits in pre-market, especially when I'm green. But when I'm in the red like I was here, I'm anticipating to go the other way. I'm wanting it to go back up because it did have news. I believe it did have news. Let me double check here. I know I saw it. It was yeah, they had biosciences. See, we got it at 506. Like I said, that one and Terra came out around the same time. Oops, sorry, that keeps doing that. Anyways, that was pretty much it. So obviously, with the news coming out, Catalyst, it was still trending up. I was assuming that it was going to keep going up a little bit more in pre-market, which it did. As soon as I got in, it started to drop. Happens to me, happens to all traders all the time. You got to anticipate that. What I was going to be afraid was my risk to reward was right here, 490. So again, I'm in it, 850. I was willing to let it drop it probably 50%. I was okay with losing half the money that I had for the profit I was anticipating to get. Guys, my risk and my reward is a little bit more aggressive than most people. Find your balance and trade from there, okay? We're not going to all trade the same, but got in, held it. As you can see, here we are. There's no reason for me to drop it. Yes, I'm in the red, I'm in the red, I'm in the red, but you guys got to be willing to sit through the red for the green to come out. It wasn't coming nowhere down here to where I was anticipating, which is good. It wasn't near this. It was just mostly staying right up here in the $6, but it never kind of dropped down to like the high fives, which was great. But anyways, I held on through. I was honestly going to give it to probably roughly about lunchtime because I wasn't really feeling it. And that happens sometimes, guys. Your feelings get into the trade. Learn to manage and control them. But I just stuck to it, let it play out, and then what do you know? Pop. As soon as I got the first opportunity to get out of there with my green, I did. I only got an 18% gain on this. Yes, it was about an $800 gain because it was 500 shares traded, but 18%, it's not bad because look where it topped out at, roughly around the little $10 range, right? So I'm not too mad about that. I got in, held, bled through, and finally got out. And this is not to say that this was going to happen. I knew it was bound to happen to turn up, to curl for buy orders coming eventually, but there was no telling how long that would take. So, anyways, it worked out the way it worked out. Not going to complain. And a good thing I did took my profits because look, if I would have if I would have held on and been greedy, look what would have happened. I would have lost a lot more. And it's going to probably continue to go down. That's just how these stocks are, guys. They go up and they go down. Not investments, trades. Okay. So, anyways, that's pretty much RKDA. And so we are 5 trades in a row, guys. Green, green, green. We're batting 1,000 right now. So let's try to keep this streak going. I'll, of course, have the recaps too for you here on the channel. You guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll put the links to the live trade pre-market that I was walking you guys through on there too if you don't have it already or seen it already, so you can watch that. But other than that, tomorrow's Friday. You guys know me, I don't want to trade on Friday, but for you guys, I'll do it. I'll try to do it. Let's put it like that. I'll try to do it. I don't know how well it'll look. You know how Fridays are, but you know, we'll see how that does. Okay. But guys, got any questions? Let me know. Comment below, etc., etc. Like, subscribe, share with a friend. But let's get ready to make some more money. We are sitting at close to how much we have right now in profits. I mean, what we got, 19, about 1959. So yeah, I mean, we're probably sitting close to like 8 grand. Remind you guys, we're starting off with 10 grand because it's 500 shares traded at the most with no more than $20 stocks. So 10 grand is like the max I'm going to trade with. And right now, we've profited an extra almost $8,000, and we're almost doubled the money at this point, which is good. Got a lot of cushion. So If tomorrow's good, hopefully we get a good maybe $1,000 profit. Ideally, I would like to make it to where we're gonna do 40 grand this month, 10, 10 grand a week. That's just an idea, not something that, you can't get too caught up on the targets of what you have there for. Okay. But if it works out, great. If not, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, talk to you guys later. Stay green.